Hey y'all, I'm Leslie Ackman with Young Real Estate. I'm excited to show you my newest listing. Beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath home with open living, fenced yard, and modern finishes. Let's make it yours. Call me today.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What does it take to stand tall? To let curiosity take root? To let your dreams take flight? You have to be fearless. Carve your path without permission. Turn your grit into greatness. This is your small town with big ideas. This is where you find your fearless. This is SEMO.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Welcome to Day 2 of the 2025 Bernie Invitational. I'm Jim Riker, and I'll be getting you ready for today's games. Let's quickly recap yesterday's action. Number 1 seeded Bernie easily defeated number 8 seeded Holcomb Hornets 72-22. Game 2 was a nail-biter as the number 4 seeded Risco Tigers defeated the number 5 seed Neelyville Tigers 73-72. In Game 3, we had our only upset of Day 1 as the Bloomfield Wildcats, seeded 7th, took a 10-point victory from the Portageville Bulldogs, 52-42. And in the final game of the evening, the Campbell Camels, seeded 3rd, held off a pesky Clarkton group by a score of 70-58. So our first game in tonight's consolation bracket is the number 5 seeded Neelyville Tigers taking on the number 8 seeded Holcomb Hornets. Neelyville looked very good yesterday as they played Risco close. Hickson Layton led them in scoring with 25 points, and 6-foot senior Carson Parker followed up with 21. Camden Wolfram was also in double figures with 10. The real question for the Tigers is, how do they come back after a tough loss last night? Holcomb, on the other hand, really struggled to get into any offensive flow last night against Bernie. They were led in scoring by Sam Jacobs and Bryson McNabb, both with 9 points, and McNabb did add 7 rebounds. I just think that Neelyville's got way too much for the Hornets and will advance to Friday night's Consolation Championship. We'll take a quick break and send you out courtside with Bobby and Scott in just a minute here on Aycorp Sports.
Good evening and welcome back to the opening tip to final buzzer coverage of the Bernie Invitational Tournament on Aycorp Sports. Our first 2 consolation games this evening features the number 5 seeded Neelyville Tigers taking on the number 8 seeded Holcomb Hornets. Alongside my broadcast partner Scott Cruz, I am Bobby Alford. Coach, it is consolation round night here at Bernie.
Yeah, Bobby, good to be with you. This consolation bracket gives teams who took a loss in the opening round a chance to salvage something from the tournament, build some momentum as they head into their regular season. The Holcomb Hornets came out on the short end last night against the number 1 seeded Bernie Mules. They had some good moments early on in the game, but Bernie's just too much, too powerful. Bryce McNabb led the way in scoring with 8 points, including 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. The Tigers lost a close one in a really entertaining 4-5 matchup with Risco. It was the battle of the Tigers. It was fun to watch. These guys were led by 3 double-figure scorers. Hickson Layton with 25 points, including 7 3-pointers. He's just a shooter, it looked like. Carson Parker with 21, and Cam Wolfram with 10. So this hopefully will be an exciting matchup here.
Yeah, I heard a lot about Neelyville coming to this tournament. Thought they may be a team who could pull out of the win on this tournament coming in, but lost a close one last night. What I understand, there was a full-court shot made by Rogers in that game from
Yeah, you look back in that at the end of the third quarter. You look back at that, and it was about a 3-quarter court shot that counted, and you don't recall that until you do remember it, and it decided the game.
Yeah, no doubt it did. Folks, we're going to step aside for the national anthem here. We will be back with the starting lineups and the tip here on Aycorp Sports.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Earnhardt's Property Management handles everything, including landscaping, land leveling, chat driveway installation, ball field cleanup, and now Christmas light installs. Earnhardt's Property Management. Quality work done right.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Welcome back to Bernie as we get you ready for the starting lineups and the tip for this game. Scott, great to be along with you. First time we've been able to announce this time this year together.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. This is a neat tournament. I did not realize that it rotated. I didn't know the whole concept behind it. But boy, it seems like a real competitive tournament, and it's going to be fun to see who ends up with the big trophy on Friday.
And here we are preparing for the start of the lineups. And first for the Neelyville Tigers, it is number 1, Zach Rollins. Number 3, Camden Wolfram. Number 14, Braden Simpson. Number 21, Hickson Layton. And number 23, Carson Parker. And now for the Holcomb Hornets. Number 12, Sam Jacobs. Number 13, Bryce McNabb. Number 23, Braxton Wiggins. Number 35, Stephen Bradshaw. And number 11, Chris Bowen. That is your starters for each team as we prepare, Scott.
Yeah, you're going to like watching Carson Parker play ball, I believe. He just he is a scrapper. He kind of did everything last night. He kept him in it, gave him a real chance to win. He was the guy down the stretch that I thought if they could get the ball to him, I really felt like he could find a way to score. He's a slasher. Neelyville's whole team's a bunch of slashers, and so again, they're fun to watch.
Here we go. It'll be McNabb jumping against the Hornets, and that goes out of bounds. Number 14, Braden Simpson, and that goes to the Neelyville Tigers. Tiger basketball, they'll start it out early. Swinging around against a man-to-man. They'll want to drive. They do all the way to the rim. Up and no good. Rebound there, 23, Parker. Loses it, gets it back, loses it again, and he will go to the line as he is fouled.
Yeah, he's a workhorse. He's a trash man. He's a workhorse. He's a slasher. He's really fun to watch.
That foul goes against number 23, Braxton Wiggins, his first team first. First is off there from Parker. Second one, nothing net, and a 1-0 lead for the Neelyville Tigers. They will bring. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, they'll play a lot of man-to-man. They played a lot of man-to-man last night. They really play hard.
Yeah, notice they wanted to kind of bring up that press right away on them and try to get a quick turnover.
Yeah, I feel like they probably saw Holcomb. Holcomb's just a little depleted. They don't have a real true point guard, and I think that kind of hurts them. And So this pressure may bother them some.
Well, there's a loose ball gotten back by Holcomb. Neelyville almost created the turnover there. Bradshaw now works, and boy, he got the arm on there.
Yep, great job moving his feet there. Again, that Carson Parker he's a really fun basketball player to watch.
So Bradshaw will pick up his first now, team second. Parker with it. Rollins thought about 3, did not take it. Lefty brings it out and passes it off, and they'll rotate around. Now they drive. That is going to be a foul on the floor. That foul will go against number 11, Chris Bowden, his first, team third now. Wolfram on the inbound. All the way out top and handled there. They will reset against the man-to-man here. Scott, right away we noticed Neelyville, they've been aggressive and wanted to try to go to the rim a lot.
Yeah, they're just a slashing bunch. Back when I was at Twin Rivers, whether they had talent or not, they were just tough to guard. They were just borderline wild at times, but just a slashing type of team. These kids play under control pretty well.
Holcomb now to inbound. That goes to Bradshaw as he will walk that up. And on second charge, Scott, he's just really moving his feet well in front of the ball handler.
Yeah, he's got that length and, again, stays low. And the big man just lowered his shoulder a little bit there, and he got him another charge.
So Bradshaw will check out, and number 2, Jeremiah Kenner, the junior, will check in. That is Wolfram with the basketball, and he moves it around now. Slash right to the rim, up and good. That is number 14, Braden Simpson on the score.
Yeah, this Simpson's a 6'3" kid and just got really nice length, can play inside and guard big guys, but he's out here moving his feet way away from the basket right now, so good weapon.
Kenner wants to spin, can't get away from his man there. They have keeping him pushed out of the paint. Holcomb yet to get the ball inside of the paint, Scott.
Yep.
And there is a steal by Rollins. Rollins up to Simpson. Simpson's got it, gathers and scores.
A nice finish, nice catch, tough catch.
There's Holcomb now. Kenner for 3, off, no go. And they will get the long rebound. That goes to number 12, Sam Jacobs. Oh, Scott Rutterway, Neelyville's just in your face guarding all the time. McNabb gets the roll. Yeah, that's going to be a third charge of the quarter. I don't know that I've seen 3 in one quarter.
Oh, I love it. I love it. My senior year, a fellow named Eric Boyer at Dexter had 18 charges, and that's what he did. That's just what he did. But that was 3 in one game. That's very impressive. That's exciting.
That goes against number 13, McNabb. Rollins for 3, off, will not go. Rebound goes to Parker.
Good kick.
To the corner for 3, off, will not go, and we've got a foul going the other way.
Little push. Yeah, little push off. Another thing about Neelyville and Holcomb, I haven't seen any selfish teams here, but Neelyville really plays unselfish basketball. They'll really try to find the open man. That game against them in Risco, I think they could play 10 times, and it might be a 5-5 type of a deal. So they were very, very evenly matched.
There's a runner, a little floater right in the lane, does not go, and long rebound by Neelyville. Rollins will push. Kicks it ahead. Going up to the rim, floater, and 1. Nice basket there by number 3, Camden Wolfram.
Yeah, been a good example of, if he just stays down on the floor, I think he had pretty good position. If he just stayed solid, he could have had a chance to get him a charge there.
4:41 left in the first, 7-0 Neelyville. Make it 8-0. Full court pressure being shown by Neelyville. McNabb with it there. Kicks it off now. They'll rotate up top. Ball touches the paint. Kenner goes up. He is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
Nice strong take. Went right at his numbers, drew the foul, and he'll shoot 2.
Waiting to see who that foul is on there. That goes against number 21, and that is Hickson Layton. Well, they called that on the floor, so no shot on it. There's a little move by Jacobson there, and he gets the Hornets on the board with 2.
Yeah, nice take. A little Euro step there, I believe, and nice finish.
Neelyville will run some motion here. There's a swipe for the ball. Did not get the steal up, and Rollins made a nice fake pass and moved to the basket.
Nice take. He's a gritty little kid, a good left-handed point guard. And again, it's something that Holcomb doesn't really have, is just a true floor general.
Right now, Neelyville just rides them along the three-point line, and that's going to be a turnover. Rollins pushes that ahead. Wolfram shot up and good. 12-2, and we've got a timeout on the floor, Scott. We will step aside as well. It's 12-2, Neelyville.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Welcome back, and Scott, Neelyville picking up where they left off last night, and that is putting points on the board.
Yeah, they're a well-coached team. They're fun to watch. They could just as easily be playing tomorrow night. Just a really great contest between them and Risco. There's a little bit of a different matchup. Obviously Risco has a great point guard in the Rogers kid, and they did a great job. I don't know that they contained him. I believe he had a lot of points, but they did a great job of competing against them. Came down to a one-possession game.
And they inbound that there. Bryce McNabb has it. He will push up the floor there. McNabb into the paint, kicks it out. Well, just a lot of pressure right there from Neelyville on that basketball. There's 3 guys from the Hornets in that corner, and they just pressured the living daylights out of them.
Yeah, the Holcomb Hornets they are sped up. They are sped up. They're playing way too fast, and that's because of Neelyville's defense.
Inbound here, looks, finally gets it in. That was Jacobs all the way up top now. Loses control of the ball, and that's going to be Neelyville. One pass, up, and missed the dunk.
He tried.
On the floor again, and here is Neelyville, and that's going to be the shoulder. That is a tough call right there, Scott. I mean, he was already low for the ball coming up, but he did spin into the man.
Yeah, that one was closer. Those other 3 were pretty easy charge calls. Referees have a lot of tough times with that block charge, and that one was closer. I always love the charge. I like rewarding the kid for giving up his body, and it was close, and I didn't mind the call.
Yeah, that is 4 charges now called in the first quarter. That one went against Davian Dinner. And we've got a jump ball here.
Stays with Holcomb.
McNabb to inbound. He will get that into the corner, and they will drive baseline, jump stop, and looks for help all the way out to Jacobs. To the corner. Removed to the basket by Kenner, and we've got another charge. That is 5 now.
Oh, I'm loving this. I thought they might call that a block. He was turned to the side just a little bit, but his feet were planted.
And as a former coach, you've got to love that because, I mean, how much did you preach it and kids just do not want to move their feet and do it?
It's one of those things. I don't know that it's taught anymore because it's just such a tough call for officials, and I don't even know how much it's broke down and taught anymore. Back in the old days, you literally set up mats, you taught that in various ways, and you celebrated it. We gave stickers for it on award boards and things like that. So,
and Neelyville off one. Wolfram shot up, count it.
Nice looking little jumper by that lefty. They've got a couple left-hand guards.
Yeah, 14-2, and a turnover there out of bounds.
Yeah, this pressure is going to be it's going to be a lot for Holcomb to handle. Bernie last night didn't spend a whole lot of the game pressure, and they played a more of a half-court game, and this will be tough for them to handle.
Into the game checks Mateo Martinez for the Holcomb Hornets. Ball into the corner there, and Neelyville just rotate this around.
Good ball movement. Good post speed. Good
Simpson,
footwork.
No, nice
Great.
up and under by Simpson.
Yeah, really nice. And then he's up on the ball, guarding it full court. So you got to love that.
McNabb being guarded up top by Simpson here. Three-pointer, good. Knocked down there. That is number 12, Sam Jacobs.
Yeah, Holcomb needed that. They needed that.
Nice cut there. Neelyville will reset.
Nice bounce pass.
There's Simpson in the paint, shot up and good. Boy, he just fought through a little contact there.
Another one. Yeah, could have been an and one. We saw that real close up and finished strong.
Big Nab now wants to drive, and we've got to carry.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating night, I would say, for the Hornets so far. The charge calls, you got pressure nonstop from the minute you inbound. And it's just, it doesn't make the night any easier.
No, and you're in the consolation bracket, you're the 8th seed. It's tough to keep your head up, and the energy in the gym's not the same as it was last night for either team. And Neelyville's kind of manufacturing some energy, and Holcomb's going to have a tougher time doing that, I believe.
Service up.
Another good post speed.
There it is, right off the glass, and gets the bounce in a row. That is number 32, Maddox Dobbins. Yeah, don't you love to see good feeds down the post like that?
And they're making it look. This is kind of almost turning into a practice game for them. And if they keep doing things the right way, this is going to get really ugly because they're playing really, really sound basketball right now.
Well, and when you've got, I think, one starter now on the floor, four subs, you're starting to work those subs in with the starters, and you're getting your bench deeper and deeper.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great way to be able to program early season.
Absolutely. And then if you're on this side of the bracket, you're looking at winning, tonight and finishing out the consolation bracket, and you can take momentum into that and leave the week 2-1 and head into your regular season with some real momentum.
That is Dinner back into the game, and McNabb to inbound. McNabb looks, he needs help, gets it into the corner to Martinez. Now back to McNabb. To McNabb for three, long, will not go. Rebound, put back up, and one.
That was scrappy. Nice position, nice board, nice finish.
Wiggins to the free throw line. Now that is 5 fouls on the Tigers, so both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter.
Yeah, with that activity, with that pressure, comes the potential for fouls, and that's one thing. If I was, on the Neelyville bench, you just try to start preaching, let's clean this up, play this hard without fouling, and if they do that again, it's going to be a long night for Holcomb.
Wiggins misses the free throw, so here's the three from the corner, off, no good. Rebound there, Jacobs, and he hits the floor. And we've got a jump ball.
Yeah, good strong rebound, lost his balance there, and looks like Holcomb's going to keep it. So Neelyville's going to keep it.
And Neelyville has number 12, that is Burden inbounding. All the way out top to Rollins. To the corner for a three from Wolfram. Off, no good. Diener gets that, puts it back up, and good.
Very active, very long.
It just finds an opening spot right there. He dribbles it back away from the floor, gets his body in good position to see the rim, and just goes up. Long three from Jacobs, no good. And here is Diener, and that is going to take us to the end of the one. It is Neelyville 22, Holcomb 7.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Neelyville in control of this one, 22-7 earlier. We have got another game, I believe, that is starting around 6:30, I believe, up at Orand on our sister station. So you can hop on the YouTube channel and catch them as well if you'd like tonight. Or stick with us right here. That is number 11 there. He kicks that off, and Hornets trying to start something here in the early part of the second. Jacobs kicks that to Kenner, and he will have to reset out top.
Nope. Yeah.
he knew it before the refs did.
He made the call for the referee there. He knew he had left the ground.
Boy, you just love that. So Neelyville right away, they started that drive. They dribbled down, pass, cut, moved. And Carson Parker, that's a jump ball. What I saw immediately, though, the point guard, when he brought the down the floor for Neelyville, he come down and immediately passed. He didn't stop and dribble. He passed and cut to the baseline, and the basketball come right back to him.
Yeah, they do a great job. They're not one-sided of the court. They reverse the ball well. They have their eyes up. They're very unselfish, and they all can kind of play different positions. They're post men or guarding point guards down the floor. It'd be a fun team to coach, that's for sure.
That foul goes against Chris Bowen, his second. And there is Kenner off and running with the basketball. All the way down, left, up, and good by Kenner.
Got it. Nice finish. Nice finish in a lot of traffic.
Neelyville right back the other way, pushing all the way to the baseline. That shot is up, and he is fouled. I believe they're going to call that on the floor.
Yeah, he was so far under the backboard. I think you'd have
two shots coming.
I thought you'd have a tough time saying he was shooting, but he was shooting.
So Troy Hopkins will go to the line for the first time tonight. The foul goes on Mateo Martinez. That's his first, team second in the quarter. Hopkins money on his first. And Hopkins again, good on both. Well, Scott, they are just solid everywhere.
Yeah, and the other thing about them, they're playing a lot of people, but they played a lot of people last night in a one-possession game. They played about 10 people last night, so they're a deep team.
That is Martinez up top, and he looks to pass to Jacobs for three. Count it.
That's his second three of the night, I believe. That's nice.
Yeah, played string music on both.
Yep.
Rollins thought about a three and passes it up. There's a long three for Neelyville in as well. Neelyville answers. That is number 21, Hickston Latham.
Yeah, don't be surprised at that. He had 7 of them last night. A couple of them came from the corner. Most of them came from either wing. He just looked comfortable about anywhere he caught it. Got a little bit of an awkward shot, but it went in.
And a hard block there by Carson Parker.
Yep, nice. Real clean block.
Well, it makes it easy when you pull it from outside and drive right into the lane. He knew there wasn't going to be a whole lot of fanciness to that.
Yep.
Parker gets the steal now, pushes all the way ahead, and it's going to be turned over. Martinez intercepts it going the other way. Kenner into the lane, jump stop into Parker, and good. Boy, he just got a nice little float over it.
Yes, he made a great decision because Parker was fixing to draw his 4th charge of the night. He was set up for that. He did a great job keeping his feet. Great decision to pull up and shoot the little jumper.
And Carson Parker, no good on that. Scott, I'm going to tell you, I've watched Parker a couple there. There's a long three by Hopkins, no good. Long rebound out of bounds, and it stays in. Nice save there by Simpson. Rollins up, no good. Rebound goes back up, and no good, but Layton will go to the line.
Strong strong finish. A lot of chances there.
Scott, I'm noticing with Carson Parker, He's a pass-first guy. He scored a lot last night. I heard you talk about it. Just a really good player, but he always looks for the pass first, and then if the opportunity to score there, he'll take it. But a pass-first kid who scores a lot, what a player.
Yeah, very unselfish, and that you're right about that. That's a fun thing to see, and he looks like their best player. He looks like their leader. When your leader's that type of a kid, it usually trickles on down to those other guys, and it's just an unselfish team. They're not going to be an easy out for any team they play. They'll be in the OFC tournament over there, or the OFC conference, and they won't be an easy out over there either.
So Layton hits both the OFC. I believe they'll have to take on Puxico in that as well. So that could come down to a fun matchup. Jacobs hands that off to Kenner. They've got a trap, and nice, smart play by Kenner. Only move he had, he was backed into the corner.
Yeah, and that's that pressure we're talking about, and that's that just lack of ball handling skill. You just don't have a true point guard out there.
Jacobs has that, and he looks for help as they're trying for the trap again, and there's the steal. Diener has it, goes all the way down, and looks for his second dunk and misses again. The young man is going to wind up with one. And Wolfram's going to travel.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't be disappointed in that as a coach. That's a sophomore out there. That's a kid that plays aggressive. He's a hustler. He's not loafing and trying to show out. He really tried to put that one down with authority. Was contested just a little bit.
Scott, and he is gliding through the air there. He is taking launch on that thing.
He's listed at 6'1", and I just feel like me and you would both say he's taller than that.
I would definitely say he's taller than that. I can tell you, he has not an ounce of fat on the body.
No,
just tall and lean.
Yeah, long. Yeah, he's just a good-looking kid.
McDowell looks to inbound here. That is all the way out. Jenner has it. What a play by Jenner to keep from going backcourt. McNabb wants to drive. Jacobs now looks. Well, the ball is staying in the corner a lot there. Jacobs moves it out. Kenner for three. Off, will not go. Rebound, that is number 32, Dobbins. Now to the corner for three. Short, will not go. And that is Diener with the rebound. Wolfram, the three. Off, does not go. Another rebound there. There's another three up, and count that one. That is number 12, Landon Burden.
Yep, it's almost been shoot till you make it down here at this end, So again, if that's something Holcomb could do, it doesn't take a whole lot of talent to put bodies on men, block them out, just give them one chance.
Skip pass by Jacobs all the way over to Keener. He goes up, cannot get it to go. Outlet pass to Wolfram. Wolfram drives in the lane, goes up strong off the glass, and good.
Nice, strong finish. Strong. Their little guys play strong, play big. They're just a fun team to watch.
Lead has ballooned to 20 now, 34-14. Jacobs for three. Scott, this is quickly turning into a three-point shooting contest.
I was just going to say the same thing. If we counted how many times Holcomb's had attempts inside the three-point line, it hadn't been. It's been fewer than probably, I'd say, three maybe.
We show Holcomb shooting more threes than twos right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's a tip there. Comes away with Jacobs. Of course, the game has changed, but I can guarantee you that didn't happen back your day, did it?
No. Well, they just introduced the line my junior year. So
we just told your age.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of chances, and it took, Paul Hale at Bernie, he adopted that real quick. Coach Hall at Dexter, he took a year or two to really grasp that. And
well, a nice pass by Wolfram down to Dobbin.
Nice feed, nice finish. But yeah, we didn't utilize that line like other teams did.
There's a shot up, and they're going to call that on the floor. Well, and you love the way Neelyville pushes the floor at all times. This reminds me of teams who like to get out and run like this. Kind of reminds me of Risco the last 2 years, the way they played. They wanted to get out and run. Just get up, spot up, go around.
Risco lost some player, Sammy, but they played the same way. And so last night, that's the other thing I respect about Neelyville. They're playing the same way they played against Risco in a one possession game. So they're practicing the way they're going to play, I think, all season long.
A nice feed.
Just really unselfish. Really, really pretty play.
So Parker led that. Pass to the corner, pass down to the post, and Parker cut backside behind everybody straight into the lane.
Yeah, and it's just a basketball play. Just a basketball play. It's they do some things that you're not coaching. It's not a set play. It's just a basketball play, and it's fun to watch kids that seem to understand the game.
And we talked about the way they are rotating kids in right now from Neelyville. There's Layton up down inside of Simpson, and he's going to be fouled from behind. But we talked about how they are rotating players in like that. The speed they play and the depth they're building, they are building for a sustainable run deep into the season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then they got the foundation of playing that tough man-to-man defense. They got good help side to do a lot of good things. They've drawn these charges. I mean, they do some great things. And, if they do come up against a bigger team, say a Donovan, say a Twin Rivers, I don't know who that might be out where they're at. If they adapt and play some zone as well, that'll serve them well at times. But their man-to-man defense it's the fundamental foundation for what they can do. Good help side.
Martinez with it up top. He'll look to gets that back off to McNabb. Punched away there, but Simpson, look at him dive for the ball. Scott, the effort that young man just put out there in a 24-point game is remarkable from Simpson.
Good point. Good point. He needed a football helmet on right there. It looked like he was trying to recover a fumble.
Yeah, he took a knee to the head or the chest one. I'm not sure where it hit.
And hadn't blinked yet, I don't believe. So there's another three.
Wild shot there, and away comes Carson Parker.
They got numbers.
Spin move into the lane, and off the glass and good.
Solid. Real solid. Real solid.
40-14 now. Loose ball, and guess who comes away there? Hopkins there, and Neelyville's trying to score yet again. Lathan for three. Got it.
Just a little unorthodox looking, but I'm telling you, his percentage so far on this season is amazing.
We have got a timeout with 1:12 left in the second. It's all Neelyville in this one.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
Welcome back, Scott. Boy, this Neelyville team, we've bragged them a lot, but man, they have built a fine lead again, off and running. And I don't know who they're going to play come this next game tomorrow night, but they've got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, we'll find out here in the next game that we do. But yeah, I like their chances. I really they were 1 point away from being on the other side of the bracket, and they really are fun to watch. It's not overstated. They're fun to watch. Well coached. I'm not familiar with Coach Burden, but it's obvious he does a really fine job.
Bradshaw off of the three, and it's an infectious mentality, the way they push, the way they run. There is nobody on this floor that takes a play off for Neelyville, and that is impressive in itself too.
Well, and to the point of playing 10 people, none of them can, because you're in that coach's shoes. I got choices. They're all almost interchangeable. So you've got a lot of competition every day in practice. You got competition out here for taking care of the ball, hustling, blocking out, doing all the little things, being a good teammate. Boy, this seems like it'd be a great group to coach.
There's a miss there by Bowden, and a rebound goes to Carson Parker. He is off and running. Drives, nice dish down inside of Simpson, and he leaves it at the rim.
Use that backboard and you finish.
Again, Scott, did you see that play right there by Parker? He could have drove in and pulled a jump shot up. He looks for the pass, and he shot one down in there inside. Beautiful play.
Absolutely.
Layton for three. That is off no good. Rebound by McNabb. Now into the paint, and he is going to be fouled. That is a blocking foul on the floor.
We need to see more of that out of Holcomb. They don't need to settle for the three all the time. They need to do that.
But and they pushed the floor that time off the rebound. McNabb had a chance to push that thing up the floor, and he took off and went with it.
Yeah, another thing about Parker, he's in foul trouble. He was in foul trouble really early. And, his body language, you can't tell it. He's not questioning officials. He's not over on the bench pouting, That says a lot about a kid right there when you watch him over there on the bench, and maybe the night's not going just the way he wants it to.
Rollins travels with that with 4.1 seconds left. I haven't seen, and you watched this team last night, but I haven't seen any bad body language out of Neelyville whatsoever.
No, you didn't last night at all. You didn't against Risco and Neelyville. That was as fun of a game as you could have. It was a lot of fun.
Bradshaw attempts the three, but that will take us to the half. Right. It is Neelyville 45, Holcomb 14. We will be back.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Fast break, cold beer, pork steak. Fast break, the best chicken in the whole state. Fast break, whoop doggies, I think I need a fast break. All right.
Fast Break in Bernie, Missouri. Fresh food, lottery, gas, and more.
Fast break.
Hey y'all, I'm Leslie Ackman with Young Real Estate. I'm excited to show you my newest listing.
Beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath home with open living, fenced yard, and modern finishes.
Let's make it yours. Call me today.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
Earnhardt's Property Management handles everything, including landscaping, land leveling, chat driveway installation, ball field cleanup, and now Christmas light installs. Earnhardt's Property Management, quality work done right.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
What does it take to stand tall? To let curiosity take root? To let your dreams take flight? You have to be fearless. Carve your path without permission. Turn your grit into greatness. This is your small town with big ideas. This is where you find your fearless. This is SEMO.
Welcome back to Bernie. It is Neelyville and Holcomb Hornets 45-14 Neelyville right now. Bobby Alford alongside Scott Cruz, and Holcomb in the books right now is led by Sam Jacobs with 8 points. Only 6 of 17 from the field right now at 35%. They've shot the ball well inside when they can get there, but Neelyville's done a really good defensive job on them. And Kevin pushed outside of the basket right there. So it's been a really, really tough first half for Holcomb. And taking a look at the Neelyville Tigers, their shooting is just phenomenal everywhere on the floor. They're 62% from the floor right now, 67% inside the arc, and 50% beyond the arc. 4 of 8 shooting there, and 62%. Scott, that's the only complaint, is 62% from the free throw line. You'd always like to see it pushing near 70 or above. So really the only blemish I would say they've had in this game. Everything else just lights out basketball from a very fine team from Neelyville. Right now they are led in scoring by Carson Parker with 9, followed by Wolfram with 7 in the game. And we will see how they will start out the second half here as we're about ready for action.
Yeah, Holcomb had a long talk in the locker room. They're just now coming back out, so we're about ready to get this second half underway.
And I think a lot of that talk would probably somewhere have to fit around guys. Look, we're down. Do not stop competing. Come on, get better and compete.
Yeah, I just think you got to find some things that these boys could do well and can control. They can control their hustle, their attitude, blocking out, playing scrappy defense. I'd like to see them get the ball inside the paint a little bit more. Someone can touch that thing in there. The problem is their best ball handler's number 13. He's also their biggest kid. It'd be nice to see him receive a post feed every now and then, but he's usually the guy with the ball on the perimeter. They're coming out in looks like a 2-2-2-3 zone.
Yeah, and extended that zone pretty far out. There is a steal there, creates a turnover. Bowden all the way down, lays it off the glass, leaves it there, and McNabb gets the rebound. He'll go up with the right and misses there, and Rollins with the rebound.
Oh, and it's just you started the half off just the way you wanted to. You get a layup, you miss the layup, and then that's just a tough thing for the 8 seed.
Yeah, 2 looks at the rim. Layton for 3, that is off the mark, no good, and McNabb with the rebound. He wants to push now, and Jacobs all the way to the corner here. Bradshaw for 3, off, will not go. McNabb the rebound. Jacobs a fire 3, off the mark, no good. Martinez back up, no good, and Bradshaw runs it down. Bounce pass to the corner. Jacobs again for 3. Got it.
There you go.
Jacobs, his third 3 of the game.
Yeah, Neelyville didn't block out that possession. They gave him 3 tries, and Coach Burton's not real happy with that right there. He's not gonna accept that, I don't think.
Yeah, he wants a timeout. We want one as well. We'll be back in 30.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Welcome back, and looking through the numbers, Sam Jacobs, 11 points of his team's 17 tonight. 9 of those 11 coming from deep, Scott.
Yeah, we were just talking about how it'd be nice to have your biggest guy down in the post, but there's really no one that can handle that thing and get it to him. He just looks like he would be a weapon down there, putting his butt in someone's, posting up, getting wide and strong, but he's got to handle the ball for this bunch.
And that's McNabb, the ball handler. Jacobs really, he's kind of a spot-up 3 guy, There's Simpson stripped there by McNabb. And spot-up 3 guys, usually they are set shooters, not off the dribble. There's Jacobs there, takes 1 dribble, kicks it out. McNabb, and he has that poked away, and that's going to be pushed forward. Simpson up to Wolfram. Wolfram up and count it.
Yep, that's good. And this second half just seems like I don't know. It's a quiet gym. It seems like it's almost a summer type of a game.
Yeah, when the score gets like that, it takes a little bit of the energy out of the gym.
Yeah.
Double teamed out top. And now Neelyville back to the man-to-man, and that is knocked away and saved there by Layton. Layton will push. Down inside, Parker has it. He finds Wolfram. Wolfram will swing it back. Oh, boy. Wolfram saw the cut to the basket and tried to lead Simpson there. I think Simpson was headed to the corner. I think they were rotating.
He was. He was moving away. The good vision on the pass and a great thought, and just a little too hard. And again, the player was moving away from being target line.
Diener into the basketball now. He is guarding Bradshaw there. Boy, Scott, another thing I saw about Diener. Out and guard the basketball the way he just positions his body with the feet wide and a low base. And look at his numbers, just a sophomore. Boy, they are going to have a fun one for a couple years to come.
Yeah, they're young. They're young as well. They do, Parker's a senior, but boy, they've got a young bunch.
There's Dobbins down low to Hopkins. Hopkins up and good. Just another feed right there. The opposite block of the ball right there. You get the ball, you turn around, look, and feed.
Yep.
McNabb swings out to Jacobs into the paint and knocked away. Dobbins kicks it off. Out and running here is 12. That is Burden. All the way down, tries to find a move at the rim, does not. And he'll reset. 3 on the way, off, no good. And that will be Holcomb Hornet basketball.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm just realizing how young Neelyville is. The Parker kid's a senior. Outside of that, these are a bunch of young kids surrounding him, and they're going to be a handful next year, and it'll look about like the same team, just without Parker.
There's a tie up there. Jace Dodd in there on that for the Tigers. And then next season, you're right. You lose Parker, but the mark being left on this program is everybody runs the floor and hustles so hard.
Yep.
It is going to be a player loss, but there's going to be other kids that step up. The mark is left, and I don't think you're going to miss a beat right there.
Yep.
Cross court, Bowden tracks that down. He has pressure. Swung around, three-pointer from Jenner, and short, no good. Jacobs now for 3. Off, and no good. Rebound, Hopkins. All the way in, Hopkins up, and Hopkins scores.
Nice take. Nice finish there, and that's a freshman right there. So, that's a fearless freshman playing on the back line of this 2-3 zone.
Hopkins 8 points in the game now.
Yeah, just a real wiry kind of just a great role player. Anxious to see him watch him block out right here. Yep, looking to block out.
Jacobs a little strong there, and now Hopkins is a kid. He looks to score. He's a kid. He wants to score, which is fine. You need those too, but he's always looking to cut, make moves to the basket. And you're right, a kid who likes to get in there and fight and mix it up.
Yeah, and he's a freshman, so. And the other thing about losing Parker, you got surely one of these 9 want to be the so-called man next year, and want to kind of fill his shoes. So you get all these guys working for that.
Kenner back out 3, and that will not go. Rebound, Dobbins.
Nice board there. Yeah, Dobbins is another freshman out on the court getting some experience and playing time.
Well, nice move there. Jace Dodd for the score.
Yeah, and that kid, just a little video thing, but plays fearless. Just down ready to guard. And
another underclassman, a sophomore.
Yeah.
Jacobs fires another 3, short, but does not go. That is Hopkins out of there with rebounding running. Down to Dodd. Dodd, pull-up jumper, no. Doesn't go. Rebound, number 23, Wiggins. Holcomb slows this down now as he is pressured there at the ball. And a foul will be called on Jace Dodd, their second team foul here this quarter.
Yeah, see there, Jacobs is handling the ball, and if Jacobs is going to handle the ball, then I'm going to put McNabb somewhere in this paint here, and let's work the ball and make them guard him close to the basket.
And, or possibly run the Utah Jazz offense where it's Carl Malone and John Stockton and everybody else just kind of found somewhere to stand on the floor and let those guys work off the pick and roll maybe.
Yeah, well, that'd be a simple play. Yeah, to use those two in the pick and roll and almost clear out. They're in a 2-3 zone now, so that might be a little bit more difficult. But there's just some things that they're going to have to get creative with there at Holcomb because, again, they've got one scorer right now, and it looks like with McNabb they should have two at least.
Yeah, and in that zone, you need two post guys run the high-low, but still somebody to handle the ball. And there's Dobbins. Just a nice feed down the block, and Dobbins up in the easy score.
Yeah.
There's Bradshaw with it. He wants to drive, kicks it off to the corner. Martinez drives up and with the right, and no good, does not go. Dodd off and running.
Real nice take. That's a sophomore there in Martinez, but just couldn't finish.
Hopkins couldn't get the three to fall. Fed down low to Dobbins, has punched away there, and off and running is Bowden. Here's McNabb. He wants to drive, but can't cut off well there. And that's going to be a push. That will go against Burden, his, second, Now, I'm corrected by the scoreboard. That is his first, team third now.
Coach Burden was going to sub his starting five, what I think is his starting five, back in, and he called him back to the bench with a minute and a half to play, and I think it's because he likes what he sees out of this young bunch out here. They're playing some good basketball as well.
Yeah, no starter on the floor for Neelyville right now. And there's a drive there to the basket. It's going to be on the floor. That'll go against Hopkins. And I'm going to take it. Young players, quite possibly he brought the JV team with him today. Scott, if this is a JV team, wow.
Yeah, this is, again, you look at practice and these two bunches going at each other. That's a lot of people getting better every day, and that's a lot of people knowing that they're going to have to earn that time on the court.
Three-pointer put up, off the mark, no good. Rebound there by Bowden, kicked out. Three by Kenner, off, no good. Rebound Hopkins, he will push. Hopkins all the way to the rims, backwards reverse layup with a left and good.
Real good looking freshman right there. Real good looking freshman.
He is a natural righty, and that little spin right there with the last little wrist movement he made to make that shot. Impressive.
And you're right about him looking to score. He was going to make someone stop him before he kicked it or pushed it ahead, and I like that.
Yeah, here's Dodd off and running now. And Scott, you can speak to this more than I can. How hard is it to get an underclassman, especially a freshman, looking to score in varsity action?
Yeah, they're just so physically mismatched. Clarkton last night was so physically mismatched, just from a physical standpoint. And you think back, there is a big difference in those years from freshman, sophomore to a senior. You really are going from a boy to a man in a lot of ways. And I've still yet to see a freshman out here in this tournament that plays scared. There's a lot of them out here, and they don't play scared.
Dodd off with the first free throw there.
Which is a lot of it.
A lot has changed, though. Kids have a lot of confidence these days, Scott. Coming into the game, if you've got some talent, a lot of them, and I think it's part of the me generation, social media helps that, which I'm not against kids having confidence themselves at all, but, it's a different focus nowadays.
Yeah.
That is Kenner, hands it off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw pulls for three, off no good, and be out of bounds. And Neelyville basketball. 3.2 on the clock. Hopkins inbounds to Dodd, pushes down. Long three on the way, off no good, and that will take us to the fourth. It's Neelyville 57, Holcomb 17.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Welcome back to the Bernie Invitational Tournament, and Holcomb well in control, 57-17 here. Starters back in for both teams, as I'm sure this is going to be another short round of work for Neelyville and probably the end of the night here before too long for the starters. Jump and couldn't get the ball to go. That was a set play intended for Diener there. Yeah. Here's Kenner all the way down. He wants to drive and pressure with the basketball. Stays with Holcomb.
Real nice set play, and I don't mind that. I don't think they're going to look to run this score up, but it's a good time to work on that. And I think later in the season that might be a great play if you don't go for the dunk. You catch, come down, regroup, go up strong. It might be the play that gets you an easy bucket. Nice
Kenner,
take.
and he's going to be fouled there. He will go to the line for two. And, you know, in doing that, you can tell the young man wants to get a dunk. I'm going to guess so far early in the season, probably hasn't had one yet on the season. He wants to get that, and the coach is trying to get him that, you know, and you want to build that confidence for that young man throughout the year with that shot. The first one's always the biggest one. Then he's got the in-game dunk and saying, yep, I can do this, and show the crowd. And there is no doubt he is going to get them. And, Scott, I hope we at Aycorp Sports are along for the ride.
Yeah, he's just a real good-looking sophomore.
Nice rebound there by Parker. He is out and running with the basketball here. Into the lane, shot up, blocked there, and he gets it back. Wolfram drives in, jump shot, and good. Nice jump shot. One of the missing arts of today's game is a pull-up jumper.
It really is. That 15-footer, you know, the so-called, hey, got another one. I don't know about that one either. He was way underneath, but, man, I like the charge call. That's his second tonight, too.
Yeah, Kenner kind of had his head down. He wanted to go to the rim, and that's how that charge is called. When you see the guy put his head down and go, step in.
I am all for it. I just think it rewards the kid for giving up his body and taking a tough hit.
Ball rotated around, Lathan outside. Kick down low, good ball movement here. Rollins moves it. Parker now to the baseline, spin move, kicks it out for three, and Diener will have to reset. Nice backdoor cut.
Yeah, just too low on the bounce pass. He kind of stood up on that catch and needed to stay down low and make a lower pass. He threw it directly at his shoestrings.
I'm going to tell you, if you're playing defense against this team, you know, you don't want to be in a 1-3-1, I don't think, against Neelyville, because the backdoor cuts will kill you in that. I mean, this team is constantly looking to cut the rim. Holcomb out top, and they're just running offense right now, trying to look for a way to get to the rim. Bowden now wants to drive, cut off there. Kicks that off. Bradshaw has to sling it back in, and loose ball tracked down by Keener. Neelyville now away with it. Wolfram, easy basket. 61-17 now. Scott, I believe you're right. You know, one difference in the game last night, Neelyville's in that winner's bracket and possibly playing for a championship. I think they're that good right now.
Yeah, that I'm telling you, that game, it was fun to watch. We had a loud gym. Both crowds, both cheering sections were loud, and just a really, really fun basketball game. I'm hoping, I said it last night, I wish Neelyville would just almost kill this clock right here, maybe make Holcomb either let them kill it or come out and guard them and then work the ball and just kind of run out the clock. You just don't see that much these days. And we're 61-17, and now you're risking people getting hurt. I wish that people would just back it out and say, man, this one's over. Watch us pass the ball. I always felt like that was a badge of honor just to run the clock out like that.
Yeah, Jacobs is fouled. He will go to the line. And looks like 5 new players will be coming in for the Neelyville Tigers. First free throw from Jacobs is good. Jacobs, I believe that is their first point of the third quarter, and he is up to 12 points tonight. Rebound put back by Wiggins is good. There is Hopkins. He drives the lane, right hand. What a shot by Hopkins. The more I watch this young man, the more I'm impressed.
Yeah, strong take. And again, playing on this back line here, not afraid to block out, not afraid to bang.
That is a foul there on Neelyville. That will go against Braden Newcomb. His first, and a couple subs here in for Neelyville. Kenner now drives, right hand up, does not go. Rebound comes away to number 22. That is Logan Green. Dodd moves that ball around up top. Now maybe a little bit more passing from Neelyville. They're still looking at the post.
Yeah, and they've got some kids that haven't played tonight, so, you know, I'm all about they deserve to show Coach what they've been working on in practice all these weeks.
Yeah, these are young men trying to show that they can play at this level, up their stock a little bit as well. Play back into Dodd as he'll handle the point for the Tigers. That is off three-pointer on the way, off no good. Rebound there goes to.
Oh, there we go.
Nice behind the back pass. Whoa, that was right there. I don't think Dobbins was ready for that one.
He really wasn't. That was nice. He just literally was not ready for it. He would have had an easy layup.
Yeah, I was not ready for that from Logan Green.
I thought he was going to get him a layup after working for that rebound.
Kenner crosses the timeline here and wants to drive. Cut off there. There's a baseline drive. He'll go up off the glass and good. That is number 22, Owen Little for the Hornets.
Yeah, sophomore getting into the game. Has a nice take.
Dodd has it. Drives the middle of the lane. Little floater in the lane. Gets the friendly roll.
Yep.
65-22 now. Clock nearing a half-minute left in the game. Kenner loses control in the lane. That is taken away, and Burden now will push the floor. Off to Dodd in the corner for three. Does not go. Rebound, Burden. Burden has it. He'll go to the corner now. Another three put up. Does not go. Dodd for the rebound. Can't get it out of bounds.
Oh, Dodd, and again, if he's 5'9", I'd be shocked if he's 5'9". He just kept that ball alive and almost had a chance to save it for maybe a putback. He's a hustler.
Yeah, another hustling, wiry, energetic kid from Neelyville. They are filled full of them. Well, that is your final. It is Neelyville 65, Holcomb 22. Give us just a few moments, and we will have your totals here for each team. And in the books, Holcomb the Hornets first. They had 22 points on 9 of 35 shooting at 26%, 6 of 12 inside the arc at 50%, 3 of 23 beyond at 13%, and 1 of 6 at the free throw line. And the books individually, it is Jeremiah Kenner with 2, Chris Bowden with 2, Sam Jacobs with 12, Owen Little with 2, Braxton Owen with 4, and that rounds out their 22 points. And for the Neelyville Tigers, it looks like this. Zach Rollins with 3, Camden Wolfram with 13, Trey Hopkins, the freshman, finished with 12, Jace Dodd with 4, Landon Burden with 2, Braden Simpson with 6, Hickston Layton with 8, Logan Green with 2, Carson Parker with 9, Davian Dinner with 2, and Maddox Dobbins with 4. That is their 65 points. They were 28 of 47 shooting the ball from the floor at 60%. 24 of 33 inside the arc at 73%, 4 of 14 beyond at 28%, and 5 of 10 at the free throw line at 50% there. And Scott, all the way around, just another fine night of basketball from the Neelyville Tigers. More so than the scoring, I thought, the defense and the way they got out and pushed the floor.
Oh yeah, if I'm Coach Burden, I'm looking at us being 2-0. You know, we lost a 1-point game last night to a really good team. we got a lot to build on, a lot of momentum. Hopefully they can finish this off Friday night with a consolation, win and head into their regular season at 2-1.
Yeah, Neelyville back in action tomorrow night. Holcomb, that will wind it up for them in this tournament. The next time we see them on Aycorp Sports, that will be the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That seeding show coming up, I believe, December the 13th, as we will see how the seeds roll out there. You can catch that all live that morning, somewhere around 11:30, I believe we'll go live. But Holcomb eliminated from this one. Next up, we have the Portageville Bulldogs against the Clarkton Reindeer. We will be back here in about 6 to 7 minutes to go live and get you ready for that one. We will see you back in a few.
What does it take to stand tall? To let curiosity take root? To let your dreams take flight? You have to be fearless. Carve your path without permission. Turn your grit into greatness. This is your small town with big ideas. This is where you find your fearless. This is SEMO.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Earnhart's Property Management handles everything, including landscaping, land leveling, chat driveway installation, ball field cleanup, and now Christmas light installs. Earnhart's Property Management. Quality work done right.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Hey y'all, I'm Leslie Ackman with Young Real Estate. I'm excited to show you my newest listing.
Beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath home with open living, fenced yard, and modern finishes.
Let's make it yours. Call me today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Welcome back to our second game of the evening on day 2 from the Bernie Invitational. The Bloomfield Wildcats surprised the Portageville Bulldogs last night in a 10-point win. So, Portageville is playing in its Consolation semifinal, probably not what they were expecting. The Bulldogs were never able to solve the slowed-down game played by Bloomfield. They also weren't really able to take advantage of their big height advantage. They were led by Jack Bell with 13 points and Mason Babb with 12. Clarkton's youth, on the other hand, held up well against Campbell, even though they couldn't seal the deal. They were led in scoring by Sergio Juarez, who had a terrific night, 27 points and 6 rebounds. Justin Castro added 12 points for the Reindeer. They played a good Campbell team close and refused to back down. Now, you would think the size and experience of Portageville should be enough in this game. However, I really liked what I saw from the Reindeer last night, and I'll take Clarkton in Game 2 tonight. So let's take a quick break. We'll get you back to courtside for Portageville Clarkton from Bernie here on Aycorp Sports.
Welcome back to the Bernie Invitational Tournament, brought to you in its entirety on Aycorp Sports. Our second and final consolation game of the evening features the number 2 seeded Portageville Bulldogs against the number 6 seeded Clarkton Reindeer. Back alongside my broadcast partner, Coach Scott Cruz, I am Bobby Alford.
Bobby, this matchup's not one we expected when the seeding came out, obviously. It's just a tough time to seed basketball. The Portageville Bulldogs, they suffered the only upset so far, falling to the number 7 seed Bloomfield Wildcats, 52-42. These early seasons, they are difficult to seed. The Bulldogs were led by a duo of double-figure score, Jack Bell, Mason Babb, with 13 and 12 respectively. The Clarkton Reindeer, very, very, very young team, mostly freshmen, and a lot of times they look like it physically. They're missing their returning all-district sophomore, Caleb Redden. He played well in their loss to the Campbell Camels in our final game of the evening. 70 to 58. Freshman Sergio Juarez was very impressive. 27 points, 9 for 15 shooting. He's a heck of a player. Justin Castro pumped in 12 in the loss.
Yeah, that sounds like every freshman I know, 27 points on a night, Scott.
Oh, just fun to watch. Very composed, no emotion, hard-nosed.
Starters for the Clarkton Reindeer, they look like this. Number 1, Justin Castro, a freshman. Also, number 12, Mauricio Jones, a freshman. Number 20 is Sergio Juarez, a freshman. Number 25, that is Isaac Mendoza, a freshman. And trying to get the number on that last one, Scott, I believe that is number
12. Did you get 12?
Got 12. I think that was maybe 22. I will check that last one. 22. That is Braxton Coward. And for the Portageville Bulldogs, it goes like this. Number 10, Cole Dodd. Number 1, Evan Windsor. Number 35, Mason Babb. Number 11, Jack Bell. And also number 15, and that is Drew Maddox. Size advantage definitely on the Portageville Bulldogs way here. But as Scott said, heart comes into play for this gritty Clarkton Reindeer team.
And I'm telling you, they will play scrappy. They will play hard. They are very unassuming, and they won't go away. So Portageville has a physicality advantage in a big way. But you're going to be impressed with these young kids.
That is Castro. He swings that out there. Little perimeter passing going on right here, right now for Clarkton Reindeer. They will settle into a basketball game. Swing it again and again. Working against a zone right now. There's a long three put up off to Martin. No good. Rebound by Bell. Hickenbottom will push the floor here. And the paint goes up, right hand off the glass, and good. Sorry, that is Jack Bell.
Yeah, Jack Bell, very athletic, very long. And again, let's see how Clarkton handles this pressure.
Pass down to the corner, thought about the three and passed it up there. Again, thought about another corner three and passed it up. That is inside and passed away, and Hickenbottom with it. He runs the floor, going to go up with his right, misses, no good. Babb with the rebound, up and good.
Yeah, that height is just going to be a lot.
I'm sorry.
6'6".
And I called Dodd Hickenbottom. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Dodd. I will correct. Castro for three. In and out, no good. Rebound there by Clarkton. Pushed around, and they will retain possession. To the corner for three. Good. That is number 25, Mendoza.
Just don't be surprised if this stays close. They are scrappy. They know how to play the game. Coach McBroom does a great job.
Coach McBroom, the word on the street is, he's got the sophomore, his best player, out with a knee injury. He's got 2 8th graders coming that are really, really good basketball players. With the freshman group he's got now, mark my word, Clarkton Reindeer are going to be a team to watch in this tournament next year. Look out, Bernie. They're coming for
No,
you.
it is. You just look and wonder what these kids physically are going to grow into because they haven't hit their big growth spurts yet, a lot of them.
Windsor with the ball in the corner. He'll get out of there. Shoots that out top to Bell.
Playing man-to-man, matching up against all this size. I just love it.
Yeah, Scott, if I'm Portageville and I see this man-to-man, I'm going to attack you and just elevate and shoot over the top. There's the screen. He goes away from it, goes up, right hand. Nice play there by Jack Bell.
Yeah, and that may be there a lot of the night. They're gonna have to take away that penetration, but yep, they are definitely physically just mismatched.
Yeah, that's an official's timeout, and they're going to bring their team away here. So substitution into the game for Portageville. That is number 23, Braden Jeffries. Full court pressure coming from Portageville. They look for the turnover, cannot get it. And we have got I believe a kick there, so what a reset. here's Castro. Push to the head of Mendoza, back over to Castro as he'll rotate the ball around. A lot of perimeter passing right now for Clarkton. There's a three put up and rims out, no good. And away with it is Portageville. And that's stripped there. Coming the other way now here. Coward up and off the glass, does not go. Rebound goes to Babb. Well, a couple of opportunities left early on for Clarkton near the rim.
Yeah, you get the idea they're going to have a tough time rebounding on the offensive end. Hopefully they can block out well enough on the defensive end. That's over the back. They just did there.
Yeah, that's a push on the way coming from Babb, so that's going to be a foul on him. End of the game, checks number 4 for the Bulldogs. That is Caden Jones. Well, Clarkton right now handle the pressures well, working it up. Oh, the corner, Coward's got it. He'll go back out to Juarez and up top to Castro. The extended zone right now. Now, if you're Clarkton in extended zone, Scott, you want to look for a cut right there, I believe.
Yeah, I hope they can slash in here a little bit. They're trying there, getting cut off with some size. There's Suarez.
Yeah, tough shot for him there. He kind of got reversed with his body. Portageville gets inside the paint, looking for an opportunity, throws that away, and back out top to Bell. Bell was the scorer last night. Again, he's got a smaller young man on him, I believe a freshman. You got to want your guy to take him to the rim. Bell decides he wants to, goes to the rim, up, and he is fouled and we're line from 2. Exactly what you want to see your taller player do.
Yeah, and hopefully Clarkton will give some ground there, and I would want these guys proving themselves from the outside before they just continually go by us. So hopefully they'll back up a few steps, force these guys to show that they can shoot the three. They couldn't do it last night, and I wouldn't worry about pressuring out too far away from the rim.
That foul goes against number 1, Justin Castro, his first team first, and the first free throw is good from Bell. Second on the way, and that is good as well. So he hits both and extends the lead to 8-3 in the early going. Again, full court trap, and they try to trap, couldn't get it. Suarez gets away from another trap. Going to put up a little jumper, and good. Boy, nice patience by Juarez there.
Yeah, he almost traveled. He's got good control of his body, and again, he's just a good basketball player. Guards their biggest man, strongest man anyway, inside, bangs on people, and I'm anxious to see how much growing he has left to do.
Bell wanted to drive baseline, cut off, but Clarkton pushed him back out in the corner. Jumper, good. Boy, Bell is elevated well there and up over the top of his man and scores. Right now, Clarkton doing well, reversing court against this trap. And they get it across. Juarez all the way down to Coward. Back to Juarez. He's in the corner and has to find help. Now back to the corner. Spin move inside, off the glass. Count it. What a move.
Real good, under control, in traffic. He can also shoot the three, so you got to respect that. Just a fun player to watch.
Portageville runs a little offense out top again here. A little bit more packed in here by Clarkton. They didn't extend as far this time, Scott.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about pressuring too much. I don't think the benefit's worth the risk in that. That's a charge there.
Jeffries, he extended the arm and got away with it.
That's a charge.
Definitely saw separation when he extended the arm. He got away with one there in the score.
Yeah. Right in front of the official.
Just loses the dribble there is Clarkton, and they turn that over. A couple of subs in the game for Portageville. That is number 13, Quade Mitchell, and Windsor also checks back in, along with number 14, Tyson Farr. Farr, the freshman on the floor. Farr has it out top now to the corner. They'll drive baseline. Runner put up and does not go. And Sergio comes away with a rebound. Pushes the floor ahead, and they will reset. Good pressure that time from Portageville, cutting off the baseline. Coward, top of the key three, does not go. Babb the rebound.
You got to think some of those threes will fall for Clarkton. They shot the ball pretty well last night. And Suarez picked up a foul there.
Suarez picking up the foul. That will be his first. Team's second now. Here's the inbound. Favre to inbound that, I believe. That's into Jeffries. Jeffries goes up right, does not go. Suarez, the rebound, pushes ahead all the way up, the left-handed layup, and good. That is number 12, Mauricio Jones with the score.
Yep, 12-9. They're going to scrap around and stick around.
Favre walks that up. He has Castro on him at the top. Now Mitchell out top.
It was like this last night. Campbell just fought and fought, and Clarkton had to work for everything they got. And yet it took a while for Campbell to truly pull away.
That is going to be a pushing foul against Clarkton. That is number 33, Jamarion Clopton. Remember a couple of years ago, Clopton, now junior, his freshman year, I believe, at the Clarkton Holiday Tournament down there, he had a lot of scoring going on. So another man who can score down low for Clarkton. Bell pressured inside, looking for a chance to score here as the clock winds down to about 20 seconds going to first. Takes it back out top. Yeah. He will be picked up one-on-one by Jones.
Yeah, I'd back up if I was Jones and just force him to jack up a three.
Here comes the high screen. Here's Bell. Rose off of it.
Good help.
Long three off, no good. Babb out to Windsor, the three, no good. And that will take us to the end of one. It's Portageville 12, Clarkton 9.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Cold beer, pork steak, fast break, best chicken in the whole state. Fast break, whoop doggies, I think I need a fast break. All right.
Fast Break in Bernie, Missouri. Fresh food, lottery, gas, and more.
Fast Break.
Welcome back to the Bernie Invitational Tournament, and Clarkton trails Portageville right now by 3. And Scott, surprisingly, they're outsized, out-experienced, and yet here they are in a dogfight after one quarter, 12-9.
Yeah, and Clarkton hadn't shot the ball real well yet. I really feel like they're capable of knocking down threes. So this game, I look for it to be 4 quarters of close.
Coming back out of our first game, Neelyville walked away with that one over the Holcomb Hornets. Neelyville bunch just really, really strong-looking group. The winner of this will take on Neelyville tomorrow night. That is Bill up top as he moves the basketball against this man-to-man. Windsor now rotates around now. Bell back out to the wing. There's a screen, went away from the screen again. That's several times I've noticed Bell has gone away from the screen.
Yeah, kind of avoiding contact there. Suarez picked up his second foul. That could be a problem. He's having to really bang against some bigger people, and foul trouble. He doesn't need to come off the court.
Yeah, Suarez contest that inbound there. Bell back out top with the basketball. Windsor wants to go baseline, does. Nowhere to go, he'll move it back out. Bell now inside, back up with the right, and good off the glass. Boy, Bell uses the glass well.
Yeah, and if you're Clark, you just got to back up. You've got to beg him to shoot the three because he doesn't shoot the three well from what I've seen, and he can definitely get to the rim. So get off of him.
We've got a timeout there. We're going to step aside as well. We will be back on Aycorp Sports.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
We are back. It's Scott. Just noticing in the books, just not a whole lot of shooting from either team going on. Portageville 6 of 11, Clarkton 4 of 10. Neither team just getting off a ton of shots right now.
Yep. I mean, Portageville's size advantage, their physicality advantage is all that you see right now. They've had a couple putbacks. Bell can get to the rim almost any time he wants. Clarkton's going to have to give him more space, beg him to shoot some outside shots. I think they should beg everyone on Portageville to shoot an outside shot because last night they just couldn't do it.
As inside, Suarez has it knocked away, and somehow they come back away with his basketball. And as Castro from three. That will close the game in a hurry. It's 12-14 now.
Yep, and sometimes, especially a young bunch like this, just needs to see that ball go through.
Clarkton, the closest they've been in a bit, 40-2. Bell with the basketball. Back off to Windsor. Windsor looks for help. He has picked up his dribble, and they have to come out and get it. A lot of dribbling and nobody wanting to go to the rim right here, Scott. There's Windsor with a shot up, off front rim. Babb tips it, can't come down with it, and Mendoza the rebound. Cowart now, he wants to drive to the corner. Nice little fake there by Jones. And inside to Suarez. Suarez, nice little spin move, and he is knocked away. It will stay here. I believe they're going to call a foul on that play. They will. That will go against. And that's only a shot, so he's going to go to the line for two.
No, they're calling it on the floor. I don't think they knew what they wanted to call there. We had one referee.
Yeah, I was thinking there's no way it was on a shot because he was on a spin move there. That is out to Suarez. They'll move the basketball. Mendoza for three. No, will not go. Rebound Jeffries. Set play there's Mendoza screen for the three, and Suarez with a screen for the three, so good look. Babb moves that off to Windsor. Steps back, there's Jeffries. He drives behind the back, in the lane, goes up with the right, does not go. And Mendoza the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on Jeffries.
Yeah, Clarkton doing they're very deliberate about blocking out. I mean, you can tell they've been coached that way. You can tell they have to. They don't have a choice, but they do a good job of trying to block out. Portageville down at this end, they're doing a great job of rebounding, and most of it is just such a height advantage.
Into the game comes number 4. That is Caden Jones for the Bulldogs. Full court pressure being picked up again here by Portageville. All the way across to Jones. He's got it. Reverses court. Castro steps back. Jones, baseline runner. Knocked away there. Good job by Jones. Down to Windsor as he kicks it off to Jeffries. Again, Scott, a lot of just stalling the floor, it seems like, by a bigger, stronger Portageville team. Look, I'm going to try to finish at the rim every time. I don't want to let you keep hanging around in this basketball game. And the more dribbling and slowing the game down, I think they do that.
Well, how many post feeds have you seen? They've got a 6'6" guy out. He's not on the floor now, but how many post feeds have we seen? And it really is, it's baffling to me to go a whole game and not see a post feed. You see that a lot, it seems, these days. That's a nice rebound.
Jeffries missed. Jones on rebound, and that is number 10. Yep. Cole Dodd fouled, and he will go to the free throw line.
Yep. 3 chances, and now we've got 2 free throws in a 2-point ball game, by the way.
That foul will go against number 12. That is Mauricio Jones, his first, team second. Yeah, if I'm bigger than stronger than you, I'm going to show it, and I want to try to push this lead out because, now the lead is just up to 3. You're begging for a team like Clarkton to hang around and beat you, I feel like, in this scenario.
That's sort of how Bloomfield, played Portageville last night. We started out thinking, well, Portageville's the higher seed, and then it took a little while, and then it was an even game for about 3 quarters, and then the next thing you know, Bloomfield, they came out ready to go in the 4th quarter. They pulled away. Here's Clarkton's only senior right here. Good, hard-working kid.
Yeah, senior, and they call a timeout there, and also their PA guy at the tournament. We'll see them, I believe, in 2 weeks from now at the Clarkton Holiday Tournament. He'll surely be on the PA for them there. We've got a timeout. We will take one as well. We will be back.
What does it take to stand tall? To let curiosity take root? To let your dreams take flight? You have to be fearless. Carve your path without permission. Turn your grit into greatness. This is your small town with big ideas. This is where you find your fearless. This is SEMO.
Welcome back here to Bernie as timeout is over and we're back ready for action.
Yeah, you just told me how good Eli Pavey is at the PA announcer. I love him even more now. That's a talented kid now. He's a hard worker. Coach McBroom says he does everything right. He sets a great example for all these kids, and it's cool seeing a kid like that stick it out.
Yeah, he does her starters intro, and the young man really does a great job. There's Mendoza, the miss there. Out to Castro. Castro on a drive, floater. Who just rimmed out on him. What a good-looking shot and just missed. Jeffries off to dive there. He's got it. Dodd wants to take the charge at the rim. He does. To the corner for 3 from far. Off, no good. Rebound, Jones. Outside the bell for 3. Deep, no good. Rebound, far. And Dodd will back it out.
I was bragging on Clarkton's blocking out, and they're going to have to do a better job. This is their 3rd opportunity, Portageville, and you know how, well, there's a turnover.
Yeah, just kind of took the eye off the ball there and off the hands. Yeah, folks, stay tuned. We talked about Eli Pavey. You can see and hear him in action 2 weeks at the Clarkton Holiday Tournament. I'm going to tell you, Scott, that is a fun tournament. The first year we went down there, I didn't know what we'd expect, and I thought, this is kind of a small-time tournament, but, man, was it fun. I mean, every year you just see some really special things at that tournament. I've enjoyed every year so far at the tournament.
You bet. And really what you want is just competitiveness, competitive games, and you hear about that coming out of Clarkton, just like you do Bloomfield, just like you do Cape.
Yeah, Risco will be in that tournament. South Penn will be in that tournament. Portageville, and we will be there to cover from tip to final buzzer on that one as well on Aycorp Sports. Mitchell with it, kicks that down inside, far, up. Missed the shot, but he will go to the line as he is fouled. That foul goes against number 1, Juan Castro. I believe that's going to be his second, maybe. It is his second, and sends Tyson Favre to the line.
I'm starting to wonder if Coach McBroom will play any zone against these guys because, again, I just would welcome them to shoot outside. The problem with playing zone is the rebounding. The guys just don't have a specific assignment. They're having enough of a challenge blocking them out against a man-to-man, knowing I've got to block out you. But I really wonder if Portageville would struggle with mixing up defenses.
So, opportunity left at the rim again. Both free throws missed, and it stays Portageville basketball. They lead by 3.
They're getting pushed around, and they're just having a lot of trouble. There's a real deep catch.
Yeah, that come off a nice screen there to number 4, Caden Jones, and he just inside the block too caught that. And a walk there goes against Clarkton.
Yeah, Clarkton kind of self-destructing here.
Mitchell inbounds that to Bell, and he's going to bring it to the top of the key. Down to Jeffries. He's in the paint. He's going to back his man down. Good job of Jeffries. Up and a nice score.
And I will say this, if Portageville wants to make that a priority to pound the ball inside, I don't know that Clarkton can handle them.
And here's a nice dump there to Mendoza. Sergio to Mendoza, and the score there for Clarkton. 19-4 now. Nice play by Jack Bell. Just goes right at Clarkton and up and over and scores.
Yeah, just too easy.
There's a reverse court. Nice play there. And shot is up. Sergio with a score, and then back on the board. 21-16 now. Jeffries wants to go to the rim. Nice little pass down low to Bell. Does not go. Back to Jones here. Jeffries wants to drive. Spin move. Up with the right and does not fall. Bounce around. Comes away with Suarez. He will push the floor. Nice spin move. And that's going to be a charge. That will be his third, Scott.
Yeah, that's a problem. He just too much, trying to do too much, honestly. I think he feels the need to do a lot, but he had a guy in the corner he could have kicked to. Just a little too far, a little too much.
Yeah, picks up his third foul with 1:10 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Clarkton will check back in now for the Clarkton Reindeer.
And it appears like Portageville's been told to pound the thing inside all of a sudden. So they seem to make an effort to. There's a little bit of a zone trap here.
Boy, you can see Coach McBroom call that. Come on, guys, come on. He wanted to get him tighter.
Yeah, I think mixing up defenses against this Portageville team could be a key. I sure don't see playing, 4 quarters of man-to-man. I don't see that working.
Timeout with 58.5 seconds left. We'll keep it here, folks. After this busy week with 2 tournaments simultaneously broadcasted on Aycorp Sports, we don't slow down at all next week. The best conference tournament in the state, the SEMO Conference Tournament, starts Monday from Sykeston Fieldhouse right here on Aycorp Sports. Scott, I will be there Monday bringing the action to folks. I'm not sure who will be there with me, but kicking that thing off Monday. That goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Championships played then. So a lot of basketball coming your way next week. And I believe following that tournament, we will do the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament seeding show. And that goes on Saturday morning after the conclusion of the SEMO Conference Tournament.
The SEMO Conference Tournament seems to be more up in the air this year than ever before. I would hate to try to pick a winner, it seems.
Yeah, the drama already starting to unfold on that one as Charleston beat Dexter last night. Charleston got the 5 seed, Dexter the 4 seed, and Charleston already the win there. So, a lot of what ifs and confusion could start to unravel already this week.
Sure, it is hard to see this early.
There's a nice turnaround hook shot there. Rebound inside was by 13. That is Quade Mitchell with the rebound. He goes to the line. And right now, the size advantage on the rebound definitely showing up for Portageville.
Oh, yeah. There's no chance that Clarkton can win without rebounding better than they're doing right now, I don't feel.
First shot up and good from Mitchell. That foul went against number 33, Jamari Clarkton. That is his second foul.
And a lot of these fouls that they've picked up are they're from second chances. They're from guys getting rebound after rebound and the play finally ending in a foul. That's a good push to the corner.
And Castro, he should have shot that ball in the corner for 3. Cowart now drives, kicks it down to Clarkton. Clarkton wants to score. Fadeaway jumper does not go, and that's going to be a foul on Cowart. The open 3, if you're Castro, young man, you got to take that open look in the corner.
Yeah, I really thought he would take that. I And I thought also that Mauricio Jones, he's another kid that really got going last night from the three-point line. I don't think he's attempted a three tonight.
It is number 15, Drew Maddox at the line. He is off with his first. As Pavley and also number 24, that is Colton Norton, the junior, checks into the basketball game for the Reindeer. And the next from Maddox. That is good. Pushes the lead now to 8. It's 24-16. Mendoza, cross court, turnover there, and it's going to be a travel.
Friendly fire. Boy, they bumped knees. I'm glad neither one of those boys is hurt.
So it's got to be quick here from Clarkton. Portageville is going to play a tight man. And that's going to be a foul. Boy, that is a bad foul to pick up for Portageville at this point. 1.2 seconds, and that goes against Jack Bell. That is his first. Clarkton trying to get that in. Pavley's going to have to throw one up, and no good, and that will take us to the half. It's Portageville 24, Clarkton 16.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition. Proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
What does it take to stand tall? To let curiosity take root? To let your dreams take flight? You have to be fearless. Carve your path without permission. Turn your grit into greatness. This is your small town with big ideas. This is where you find your fearless. This is SEMO.
Fast break, cold beer, pork steak. Fast break, the best chicken in the whole state. Fast break, whoop doggies, I think I need a fast break. Alright.
Fast Break in Bernie, Missouri. Fresh food, lottery, gas, and more.
Fast break.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hey y'all, I'm Leslie Ackman with Young Real Estate. I'm excited to show you my newest listing.
Beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath home with open living, fenced yard, and modern finishes.
Let's make it yours. Call me today.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
Bernard's Property Management handles everything, including landscaping, land leveling, chat driveway installation, ball field cleanup, and now Christmas light installs. Bernard's Property Management. Quality work done right.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Welcome back to the Bernie Invitational. It is Portageville 24, Clarkton 16. Scott, in the game right now, Portageville is shooting the basketball. Neither team just putting up a ton of shots right now. Portageville's 9 of 25 shooting at 36% from the floor, 9 of 21 inside the arc at 43%, and 0 of 4 from deep, 6 of 10 at the free throw line. You know, you wonder what adjustments Clarkton will make at the half here, trying to do something different to Portageville's offense and push them away from the rim.
Yeah, they need to do something. They need to do something. Coach McBroom just really dead set on guarding people and playing man-to-man, and that's a program thing, and I respect that.
Yeah, Clarkton in the game, meantime, they are 7 of 17 shooting the basketball at 41%. 5 of 8 inside the arc at 62.5%, 2 of 9 from beyond at 22%. Have not been to the free throw line tonight that we have here. So, you know, I think you and I kind of talked for Clarkton to get back in this game. They're down 8. Sergio Juarez, he needs to make a run here. He and the Reindeer need to make a run and put some points on this board. If he picks up his 4th, this game could get ugly.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
There is
already got a turnover. Yep.
Yeah, pressure come out, and they made him pick up his dribble, so a turnover here.
You know, another thing we haven't talked about is can Clarkton pressure Portageville full court?
Look at this, Scott. One thing I talked to you, I thought, sink your man-to-man back inside the three-point arc, and they've done that.
They have done that.
They sunk that back, so they are playing a softer man right here and protect the paint is where it's at.
Almost turned it into a zone as far as we're not going to get out, but you got to.
Man, bad
take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. He's got a layup.
And that's kicked out. Jones swings it. Castro for 3. Got it!
Well, there you go.
Juan Castro comes out. Great ball movement. Sergio passed up a consistent 2. Out to the corner, rotating to the wing, knocked down the 3. 5-point game now. And we've got a foul here that will go against, I believe.
Yeah, it's offensive. We got to go the other way. Yep.
Yeah,
Maddox.
I did not see it. See, against Maddox, I'm watching ball. Did not see the foul.
I think it was an illegal screen down here on the baseline. Now Portageville is going to pressure, so let's see how they handle it.
Yeah, they are looking for a trap. Good job by Clarkton there to break it.
This could backfire. Give Clarkton the space that they need. Give Sergio some space to maneuver. Maybe get these kickouts. Right.
Well, they almost had the same setup. Castro again from deep. Off, does not go. Right. Rebound by Portageville's Maddox.
Good job blocking out by Maddox. They're coming quick.
Jones all the way and stripped away by Jones. One Jones to another right there. Mauricio Jones gets the block and almost come away with the basketball and is knocked out by Portageville. Trap defense coming from Portageville here. Really impressed how this young group has worked the basketball. Again, they're going to clear. Oh, they don't. There's the steal there. Portageville's going to get the easy layup by Cole Dodd.
Yep. They may have trouble with this quickness. This is what I thought Portageville could have done to Bloomfield last night, and they never did. They never attempted to pressure them.
Mendoza, corner 3, off, doesn't go. Rebound, Maddox. The guy that seems to want to go, there's Bell, pull-up jumper, got it. Nice pull-up jumper.
Real nice look there, really nice look. So, 15 feet in, he looks like a player.
I can tell you, the guy that keeps catching my eye a little bit from Portageville that wants to run and go is Dodd. That's number 10 on the floor.
Yeah.
If he was in a group that wanted to get out and run, I think that's where he would flourish. There's a floater there by Castro, doesn't go. Jones again runs, or Dodd rather, up, no good by Windsor, and rebound comes away with Coward. He will push the floor. Tipped. Ball is loose and knocked out. That will be off Portageville, I believe, going to Clarkton.
I think they called that a kick ball would be the reason that would come all the way back out to half court.
Mendoza enters to Castro here.
Portageville stepped up their intensity, though. I mean, I'm proud of them for that.
Mendoza for a wing three, and got
Boy.
it! Threes are starting to fall now
Yeah.
for Clarkton as they have knocked down 2 here in the quarter, and it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, 6-point game. These kids are too young to worry about the scoreboard. I feel they're just going to play the same way every night out, and they're just looking to get better here at Clarkton.
Clarkton shooting 4 of 13 from 3 right now.
You got 6'6" set here posting up on 5'9".
And 5'9's getting all he can do working around him. It's Bell over to Jeffries. Jeffries, I'm thinking that was called a walk all the way across the floor there.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't comment on that.
Yeah, I think he is saying shoving of the feet. Clarkton, boy, there's a turnover there, and Coach McGroon's telling him to go to the corner, not to the middle right there at that point.
That's what you want him to do, and it went in too.
Ooh, Bell, a nice looking shot from 3.
I would make him hit 2 in a row tonight. I promise you, I'd make him hit 2 in a row.
Lead
and he
back
might
to
do
9. And I don't understand that. They knocked down a 3, and then he backed off the pressure into a soft zone.
They heard me bragging about him, so they
Mendoza, a quick 3, and
He's
got
hot.
it again.
He's hot. He's hot.
Raining threes here in Bernie.
It really
the last
is.
3 shots in a row have been from downtown.
It really is.
Mendoza up to 11 in the game. He leads all scorers for Clarkton. Windsor for 3. Off, doesn't go.
Good block out. That's a push.
Yep, that's going to be Babb. He's going to get the push and out of bounds. I know of the second on Babb on the same play. That's going to be frustrating for Babb, too. The size you are not to try to go for that boundless rebound. That's number 4 on Babb as he would take a seat. When you're that tall, you think you can just reach up and grab that basketball, no problem. And then there's this little guy right underneath you. And there is Suarez, and he gets his own rebound.
Board. Oh.
So number 10, I've been calling that dot. That's what we have in our books. That is actually Higginbottom.
It was Higginbottom last night. It sure was.
Deuce Higginbottom.
It sure
We've
was.
got that in our books. My apologies to the young man and the fans of Portageville.
Yep. It was that way. Yep.
Somebody reached out to us, Scott. Thank you for reaching out to us and letting us know that. That is Favre, and that is going to be a foul on Pavley, I believe.
Yeah, and he hit his head real hard, and I know that's a tough young man, so I heard that.
No, that's actually going to be a charge against Favre for Portageville. Well, this young man's still down. One that Coach McBroom really brags on, and he is slow to get up. Yeah, head to the floor.
Yeah, he hit his head really hard. So
he didn't roll over fast, and when he did, he did not have the look of somebody who had enjoyment on his face.
No, he looked like he'd been taking about a 3-hour nap on a Saturday. So yeah, his mom's going to come help him out, and
that's the reason he pointed to the crowd. So they asked, and I saw him immediately point to the corner.
He knows. Yeah, he's a tough kid. When you see a tough kid like that, you just know.
Yeah, they walk him out of the
awesome charge. Awesome charge. Again, another great give up of the body. And there's
nice
that pressure.
Play.
Maybe another one. Nope. Yeah.
And there's the score by Bill. Castro in trouble now. Reverses court. Howard has it. All the way over to Mendoza, the opposite corner. That's not his corner for threes. And we have got an illegal screen down low, I believe. No, that's a defensive foul, so that is going to go against Caden Jones of Portageville.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was hoping they weren't going to call that on Suarez. He was doing a real good job of posting up. I did not see what Ford did to battle him.
Sir Sergio to the line.
Maybe the free throw line can get him going tonight. Nope, he's just not having a night like he did. Last night was really an amazing night. He was really good at the line. He was really good at the field. He hit threes. He did a little bit of everything for them last night.
Shot up and good there, so that makes it a 33-26 game now. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Bill wants to go to the rim. Spin move, has to kick it out. Good job of cutting him off. That will be a foul against Cowart.
I hope we don't call those the rest of the night. We'll be here for a while.
That is Cowart's second. Team's first. Into Bill, and nice job. They take advantage of the athletic ability of Bill.
He's a good-looking kid. I think the one thing Portageville may learn tonight is that they can pressure people.
And that is a foul on the floor. That is going to go against Castro.
I think they're learning. They've got some athletes. They've got some length. They've got some quickness, and surely they're going to see that they could possibly pressure some people. I think Bloomfield would have had a tougher time with them last night and not won by 10. Possibly a different outcome because these guys seem to be able to pressure.
Trying to get it inside. Jeffries has got it. Wants to go up right at his strip there. Suarez strips him and all the way down and ran down by Castro.
Great hustle.
And Jones comes away with it. Castro drives baseline to Suarez. Up. Doesn't go. Rebound will go to Jeffries.
Suarez is really, he's affected. They are really in his head. The size in there, it just affected his entire game tonight.
And I'll tell you, Scott, this game has had its spurts of energy. We had a three-point flurry right there for a second, and then it's now slowed again.
Yep.
And we've got a timeout on the floor full, so we will step aside as well. Portageville on top, 35-26.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
The SEMO Sports Zone podcast with Drew and Dave is transitioning from football season to basketball season as well. Make sure to check them out every Monday morning, recapping the games from the week before, making predictions about the future, and all things sports. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and see them as well as hear them on the SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel. Clarkton trying to get a look inside, could not, and turnover, and here comes Bell all the way to the rim, up with the right, and gets the roll. Lead now to 11. Clarkton, another turnover there. The pressure's starting to build up on him. That is kicked, so that will be a Portageville basketball out of bounds. Yeah, no doubt the length and the strength of Portageville is starting to show up in this game and flex its muscles a little bit over Clarkton.
Yeah. Coach McBroom going to call a timeout and just try to keep this floodgate from opening up.
Yeah, that timeout will take us to a break in the action. Back with 1:38 left on the clock in the third.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
Hey y'all, I'm Leslie Ackman with Young Real Estate. I'm excited to show you my newest listing.
Beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath home with open living, fenced yard, and modern finishes.
Let's make it yours. Call me today.
Back here in Bernie and 37-26. Portageville's opened up an 11-point lead now. Really, it's not as much opened up. They had an 8-point lead at the half. It's been kind of back and forth a little bit here in the third of pushing that thing out a little further and then closing, but has now upped it to 11, Scott, and really it's just the pressure and getting to the rim.
I agree, and, Clarkton cut it within 3, I believe, and this pressure is just going to be too much. I think that's one thing Portageville learned tonight is they may have a little weapon in this 1-2-1 full court pressure.
Yeah, the speed and the agility. Hickenbottom's the guy, like I said. He's the guy that brings the energy for, I believe. Bill definitely the scorer. And we have got a foul away from the basketball against Portageville. That will go against 15, Maddox, his second. Again, full court pressure here from Portageville. There it is. Suarez has it to the corner. Mendoza for 3. Front rim does not go. Suarez gets that. Rebounds it. Out top. Castro for 3. Will not go. Off and rebounded there by Coward. To Castro. He is in traffic. They swing that well, and Suarez will try to reset. Mendoza has it now to Jones. Survival was met for Clarkton there. They had a lot of action around the basketball and kept getting offensive rebounds.
You wonder if they're going to have to start, or maybe not have to, but start settling for threes. There's just not a lot of inside game for them. There they get the ball inside. Nice bounce pass.
Yeah, there it is, and Sergio will be fouled.
Good foul. Good foul.
So Suarez to the line. That foul against number 13, that is Mitchell, I believe, his first. And Suarez completes the front end.
That looked better. That looked better. He just had a tough time getting going tonight. Got 7 points, and they've been a very labored 7.
So Hill waits for his second free throw here. It is up and it is good, so that cuts the lead to 9 now. End of the game is Clarkton. Out is Suarez.
Yeah, he's got those 3 fouls. Coach McBroom making a smart move there, just hoping to get through this 41 seconds here and get him to the fourth quarter with 3 fouls.
Mitchell gets that to Bell. Bell off to Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom, nice pass down low to Maddox.
Sure was. Sure was. I think I mentioned Clarkton maybe pressuring these guys, and I'm not sure that that's going to be a real possibility either.
There it is. Mendoza pulls down and double dribbled.
Yep. Yep. That's just having a young man catch the ball where he's not real comfortable with it, and that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, Mendoza's been more the catch and shoot type guy, and hey, don't call me to handle it and dribble it, because that's not my game.
Yeah.
Bell with it up top, talk inside of 10 now. Wants to go to the rim, does. Off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound there, Jones put back and in.
Yeah, Jones is a nice looking kid. I'm hoping Jones is on the football field for those Bulldogs. He's a good looking kid.
The lead gets to 13. Portageville leads it going into the fourth.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Back here in Bernie as Portageville on top, 41-28 here, starting the fourth quarter. It will be Portageville basketball as Maddox will be set to inbound to Windsor. Windsor's got it. He'll come across. Pressured. That goes down, and Bell's going to try to get to the rim again. Goes up. Shot will not go. Rebound there by Hickenbottom.
Hickenbottom wanting to feed this 6'6" young man right here in front of him, and he missed him the first time and acknowledged it, and he's ready to feed that boy. I wish they would have got him right back to him. He had Mason Babb posted up pretty well right in front of him.
That's going to be a foul on Clarkton. Inbound here by Maddox in front of us. Throws that up. Bell grabs that. Finds Hickenbottom, wants to drive. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, and nothing but net.
Got it.
Good looking shot up there by Hickenbottom.
Nice elevation.
Castro now, he's got it. He's on the reverse court, and there's Jones.
He walked. Yep. This pressure's been the difference. And again, Portageville may have found that they can do this to some teams, and Clarkton's got something to work on because they're having a tough time handling this.
Bell to inbound now, leading up 43-28. Windsor kicks that inside, and Portageville backs it out. Bell wants to go to the rim, spin move to it, and got it. Bell now ups his totals to 21 in the game. He is 21 of Portageville's 45. Suarez goes up, hesitation, and got it, and one. He will go to the line as that is his 11th point of the night and can make it 12 on a made free throw. That foul goes against Mason Babb, his 5th, so he is done for the night. And free throw does not go. So miss there, and here comes Hickenbottom all the way down. Jeffries has it. Looks for help and finds it. Hickenbottom goes up. Shot no good, but he will go to the line for 2. That foul against number 12. That is Mauricio Jones, his 2nd. And Hickenbottom gets the friendly bounce off the rim and scores there on the first free throw.
Yeah, I like this Hickenbottom. He's a little floor general. He's a leader, you can tell.
And the next off, no good. Jones rebound. Pushes that down the floor, knocked away by Maddox, and back down to Bell. Bell over to Windsor. Windsor off the glass and good. And we've got a timeout by Clarkton here. It's going to be a full. In other action from Aycorp Sports at the Bernie Invitational Tournament, looks like Kelly walks away with a 68-57 win over Scott County Central. So Kelly will move on in that tournament. That's going to be back live tomorrow night up there on that one. You can find that also on YouTube on Aycorp Sports as well. Scott, I'll be back in Orion tomorrow night for Thursday and Friday night action.
I always enjoyed that tournament. Started out coaching at Bell City. We played there. We were always the 8th seed. And
Bell City comes in as a 1 seed this year, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they sound like they're going to have a nice team. So
yeah. I can tell you, last night the player to watch in the Christmas tournament this year, I'm going to take Gary Tilley. The turnaround jumpers, he elevates really well. He's about 6'3" anyway. He can shoot it inside, outside. I mean, he really put on a fine performance. I think 18 points in the second half, 22 total, and he is a player to watch. I mean, really fun. You will get a close-up look at him coming in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament as he will perform there. You can also catch him in action tomorrow night. I can't remember who Richland plays in that game, but they will be on in action then. Castro will bring it up. His team down 18 now. And, man, we'll look at that attack from Portageville. They backed off the full court and then attacked there as soon as he crossed. Bell up and got the two-hand lay-in dunk. Howard now pushes up. Castro to the middle, and Suarez has it. Mendoza goes baseline to Jones. Jones all the way through. Castro for three, got it.
And again, Clarkton's not going to pay attention to the score. They're just going to keep playing. They're going to keep playing hard. It's just like you can tell they're out here to get better each trip. And Portageville's really turned it on with their intensity and their enthusiasm. And that's been nice to see.
Maddox, nice up and number by Maddox.
Might have walked there.
And a walk.
Yep. Nice footwork until he decided to take that extra step.
Yeah, in the NBA that's legal, but not here in high school
maybe,
football.
Yeah, you might get that one and another one in the NBA.
There's a pass down low. That is nice reverse there to Mendoza.
Nice.
I can tell you, Scott, in the couple of NBA games I have taken in, I have yet to see a walk call in the game, I believe. If it has, not many. Jeffries has it to the corner. Windsor thought about the three, passed it up. Hickenbottom kicks it over to Bell. Now to Windsor. Windsor for three, long, will not go. Rebound there, Hickenbottom, and he has fouled him to go to the line. I can tell you, I really like the style of play from Deuce Hickenbottom there. I mean, he is just energetic and all over the floor.
Yeah, he's had a nice game. He's very active, and like I said, you can tell he's the leader. Coach Hodges said he was a leader on the football field as well.
Yeah, nice running back for that Portageville squad. Free throw up, does not go, misses the first. Couple of subs on the game, Jones and Farr for the Bulldogs. And Mitchell awaits for the shooter. Hickenbottom, the second, is good, and he will sub out. Lead now 51-35, so up to 16. Jones will bring it up, still pressing right here. Coward pushes down. Looks like they're going to call a reach-in foul. I believe that's going to go against Mitchell. That is against Mitchell, his second, as Clarkton will take that out there. 4:41 on the clock here in the fourth. Coward over Mitchell, nice steal. Mitchell all the way down, steps up, layup, and good. Nothing Castro could do with the length of Mitchell over the top of him. Good move there by Coward to get away from that trap. Jones, step back jumper, does not go. Rebound to Jeffries. Jeffries will push the floor. And off the tips of Mitchell, loose ball, and there's Jones comes running out with it. Scott, I've kind of doubted it inside my mind what you said. They don't see the scoreboard. They just keep playing hard. But that play there, they're down and you're right. I mean, these kids aren't really scoreboard looking. They're just playing as hard as they can go.
They're playing hard.
And if they can maintain that mentality throughout the complete season, coming back next year,
sure,
you know, another year older, I can tell you, Coach McBroom's going to be really, really happy.
Yeah, Cole and I talked about how, you know, losing the game just feels different when you're this young. I mean, I would challenge every school in the area to throw their freshmen in a varsity tournament, see how it works out for them.
Neelyville said very well.
Yeah. Neelyville minus the Parker boy.
Castro again from three. He's up to 12 in a game from 4 3-pointers.
Yeah, he's had a nice night. He's a gritty kid. Yeah, Neelyville minus Parker doesn't mind that freshman thing.
Well, look at Coach Maroon telling his guys to get up. He wants them to guard tight right here. Push down low to Jeffries. Jeffries wants to go to the rim. Does, and up and good.
Nice. And we're going to have another timeout here.
So timeout on the floor and timeout with us as well. Coming back to you in a few.
Earnhardt's Property Management handles everything, including landscaping, land leveling, chat driveway installation, ball field cleanup, and now Christmas light installs. Earnhardt's Property Management. Quality work done right.
Welcome back to Bernie as 55-38, Portageville leads this one. 3:14 left in the basketball game. For Clarkton, Mendoza 13, Castro with 12. A lot of their shooting from downtown. They are 7 of 20 there tonight, but Portageville a little bit too much, and it's all on the inside, Scott. They're 22 of 37 shooting the ball there, and a lot of that comes from Bell. He's got 23 points, has knocked down 1 3-pointer in the game. But he has been some kind of tough for Clarkton to handle.
He's an athlete, and he's long and lanky and quick, and yeah, he's been a handful.
Horn has sounded, and Clarkton will come out of this timeout. They will have the ball. 3:14 left in the fourth. Pressure still full court from Portageville. They will look for the trap. Here's Jones. He pushes around Favre, and that's going to be a push foul against Favre. I think he gave Jones a dominant lefty, just that little sliver up there, and Jones says, I think I can blow past him.
Yeah, Portageville, they'll have to clean up this pressure because it won't work against older, stronger teams. They're just kind of running around a little bit sloppy, but I do like their enthusiasm, and it increased their intensity. Here's another turnover. Nice take.
Higginbottom with an easy layup there.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid.
And I do believe you're right there. I think Portageville can use this pressure on and off in games. Show it, pick up intensity.
Yep.
But also you want to slow that game down. Hey, we're just going to walk it around the floor like they did earlier in this game. I think you can see 2 different versions of Portageville. Castro, another 3. His
They're going to
fifth
change
three
defense
of the game now. He is up to 15 points.
They're changing defense. They're in what do we got here? They're a little confused. They're
trying to play a zone trap. They're trying to get turnovers.
They are scrambling. I don't even know if they know what they're in.
But it works.
It did work.
Here is Suarez. Kicks it all the way down. It's going to be out of bounds.
He tipped it, though, yeah. I didn't think he threw that bad of a pass. He was tipped.
But, and here's the thing, Scott. Coach McBroom wanted to stay dedicated to the man. He goes to it now, even if it's a mess. You're down 57-41. Hey, if you make mistakes with it, it doesn't matter at this point. You're just trying to fight for things here.
No doubt.
Castro, a runner, gets the bounce, and it's in. Castro has come to life and affords 17 points on the game now.
It's just fun to see.
We've got a full timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break and be back to the action here on Aycorp Sports.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Misses.
Welcome back, and areas we've looked at differences in this game. Portageville out-rebounding Clarkton by almost double of that figure, and Portageville 39 shots inside the arc. Scott, that's a big difference to Clarkton's 14.
Yeah, here's what they were wanting to get organized with is a 2-2-1 half-court little trap here, and boy, you're going to wonder if this is – oh, nope. Portageville,
nice
well played.
Here's
played.
Here's what I do like about that from Clarkton. They got the speed to play it.
I agree.
It's the size coming the block down low.
Yeah, you get these guys, they're looking right over these. I mean, I'll call them kids, and I mean it, but they're looking right over them. So the vision's always there.
Suarez up off the glass and
there he
gets
goes.
the roll.
There he goes.
Suarez now
we're
up to
let's see.
11 in the
I
game.
wouldn't give up on this just yet with that quickness, but you got to have to drop. You're going to have to drop and drop quick. You got to travel out of it.
Well, and somebody was out of position there, Scott. They had 3 guys on Hickenbottom down there. So, you know what? Right now for Clarkton, you need to see this and you need to clean up when you want to go to traps and turnovers. Castro with it. He's been a threat from deep. And there is Suarez up and scores again. 13 in the game now. Clock under a minute, and the score difference is 12. Bell all the way to the rim. That's going to be a foul on the floor. That'll be team foul number 4. So
it's not shooting, so we're going to go back to man here, out of bounds.
Bell to inbounds. He's going to get that in to Jeffries. Nice pass to him. Missed at the rim and out of bounds going to Clarkton. Timeout for Portageville. I'm sure they want to set up how they want to close out this game. I'm sure they're going to say, hey, we're going to pressure it one more time, get the turnover, and probably want to dribble this out, Scott.
I guess. Yep.
Back in action here tomorrow night as the Bernie Invitational will continue and roll on, as it is time to see tomorrow night who's going to go to that championship round. Scott, I believe you've got the bracket there in the very front of your book, and I do as well. Tomorrow night it'll be trying to kick off. I'm trying to find it. 12-4, I believe. So that is 5:30 start time tomorrow night. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong again. So that's 4 o'clock. So I did not see the bracket down. So 4 o'clock start tomorrow night for that game here. They will go on air just a few minutes before 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock, 5:30, and 7 o'clock are the game times for tomorrow night. Thank you for the assist. Cowart brings it down. Clarkton needs to go if they want to have any chance as this clock winds. Suarez kicks it down low. Castro looks for help, goes up with a right, and scores. Castro now 19 points in the ball game. He leads all Clarkton Reindeer scores. Here's Hickenbottom inside the Bell. Bell goes to the rim, finishes with a right, and does. Castro runs down. He wants to go all the way to the rim, and he is fouled. I'm going to tell you, Castro is a different player right now in the fourth than he was in the first. I remember, commenting he passed up that 3 in the corner. He's got to take it. He's not passing up much now. 19 points in this game.
Yeah, it's almost like he realized that, Suarez isn't going to be the man tonight, and maybe I need to be. It's almost, and again, they're going to have this for 3 more years after this one. This is going to be exciting for Clarkton.
Yeah, varsity level, kind of the coming out party for Suarez, or for Castro, rather.
Yeah.
As a big night. Last night he had 12 points as well.
Yeah,
so
he was solid last night.
Up to 20 tonight. And
let's just dribble this thing out. There's not much of a reason to shoot again, and surely, we're going to, there we go.
And that's what they will do, and that will take us to the final. Portageville 61, Clarkton 50. As Portageville will be back in action tomorrow night, as we will quickly run through some totals here. First for the Clarkton Reindeer, it was Justin Castro with 20 points on 7 of 11 shooting. He was 5 of 8 from downtown, Scott. Also in the game, Mauricio Jones had 4. Sergio Suarez had 13. Also, Isaac Mendoza with 13, and that is their 50 points. They were 19 of 18 shooting the basketball at 50%, 11 of 17 inside the arc at 65%, 8 of 21 from 3 at a robust 38% out there, Scott. Usually I get on the teams for shooting more 3s than 2s, but how can you at 38%?
Yeah.
Also, they were 4 of 8 at the free throw line at 50% for the game. And for the Portageville Bulldogs, it will look like this. Evan Windsor with 4. Caden Jones with 8. It was Deuce Hickenbottom with 9 in the game. Jack Bell, a team-high 25 points on 11 of 15 shooting. Also, Quade Mitchell with 2. Drew Maddox with 5. Braden Jeffries with 6. And Mason Babb with 2. That is their 61 points. They were 26 of 49 shooting the ball from the floor at 53%, 25 of 42 inside the arc at 60%, and 1 of 7 beyond at 14%, 8 of 14 at the free throw line at 57%. And that rounds out the totals there. So nice game from Portageville. You know, they started the game out slow. I really thought it changed when they picked up the pace and the speed of the game and walk away with a big 61-50 win here.
Yeah, I was glad to see Portageville turned up the intensity. I didn't want to see 4 quarters of them playing like they started out the game, and they really amped it up and kind of played their game. That may be the game they need to play to be successful this year. And again, Clarkton's just got so much youth. They've got so much to look forward to. They may have some growing pains this year, but boy, they've got a bright future.
Yeah, big things tonight for our camera crew. Dylan Stevens, Noah Burnett on the cameras, also Matt Walker, Cooper Knight on the graphics and switching, and stats were ran by Matthew Williams tonight. For myself and Scott's Cruz, we will say good night and see you tomorrow night, all here on Aycorp Sports.